All right. What up?
What's up?
Hey, Harmack, how you doing?
How's it going, man?
I gotta remember to turn the music down and to cut you up. Cut you up.
And cut me up.
Let me know how Harmack sounds here. If I need to bump up, let me know, seriously, because if I need to bump up, it may be a Windows setting at this point. Because, like, he's...
Oh, really? What, does it keep turning me down or some shit? I was kind of wondering about that.
I think Windows, like... Shit, how do I do this on the other monitor? Okay, here we go. Like, I think, like, you know, in the volume mixer, sometimes certain apps, like, get turned way down. Yeah, Discord's, like, way down. There, try now.
All right. Yeah, now how's it? A little bit better, maybe?
Well, I raised it to 100, but it's still, like... Talk again.
All right, I'm still talking.
It's very weird. Like, it puts you near the yellow, but, like... Try again.
All right. How's it sound now?
Let me know how he sounds, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. I think it should be fine. Discord is now at 100.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't on mine. I'm damn near tickling the reds here. So
He's tickling the reds.
tickling the reds, playing with them a little, slightly playing with the reds. See.
If you're new here, this is It's a show that's not a show. It's a stream that's not a show. It's just our chat every Friday night that I have with DJ Harmack here, or whatever his new name is going to be. We're gonna find that out hopefully tonight.
Yeah.
We did a poll 2 weeks ago, and we took Harmack's top choices for this new name. There's a contest going on called Let's Rename Harmack 1. Harmack wants to rename his Twitch channel.
Yeah.
He's sick of the name, and he wants to rename it. So we decided to throw this out to all of our peeps out there to tune in to State of the Streams on Fridays.
All those peeps, baby.
All 6 of you. We wanted to throw that out there to you guys, and we've been taking some submissions. We've been taking some names.
Yeah.
Harmack has reached his top. Let's see. We put him in our Discord chat, which, by the way, it's if you're not on Discord, I can give you a link. Just type I think info in the chat. We'll get you a Discord link! !info. I can't get to it on the Discord because we're in full screen. If I unfull screen it, it will fuck up. So, Harmack, do you have the Harmack chat on Discord?
I can get it. Yeah.
All right. I want to just real quickly, at some point tonight, cover the names that you liked. There were some new names, I believe, that came in that we also threw in there. I used to have Discord on my phone, and I don't know if it still works. Yeah, it says my invite link has expired. Wait, here we go. Harmack. I got it. I got it right here. We're good. You got it? Okay, yep. Cool. All right, so go to Harmack 1 in our Discord channel. There's a Harmack channel.
Yep, that's right.
So we had Raging Harmack, Harmack Ultra, which is the favorite, I think.
Yeah, that's the favorite. Yeah, I think that's the favorite right now.
There's also Escape Show Killa, Killa. That was from Phila.
Escape Show Killa.
Master GGAZ. That may have been from Phil, actually. Now that I think about it.
That sounds.
That was
like
from Phil.
Thing.
Yep.
Yeah, because nobody knows what the hell it means. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about there.
I don't think he does either.
We had Harmack's Block Party. Somebody wanted Orderly Chaos. And then there's Zed's Bitch was another one there. By the way,
that had to be from Zed.
Zed is also Shale 101. He was around last night. Yeah, I think he actually did say something about the contest, and I told him that we were doing this tonight, so if he wants to hang out,
got to put it in writing, man.
Yeah. If you want it to be Zed's Bitch, you need to come out here and round up the troops, get the votes.
Right, exactly.
We had Community Harmack, like Community Showcase, that annoying bot that always pops in everywhere. We had Commander Harmack, also another annoying bot that shows up, pops in everywhere. We had Mistakes Were Made with Harmack. I like that one. I do like that one.
Mistake. It's just such a long name, though.
Mistakes were made. And then we had Harmack 1081p. So that's where we're at. Let us know what you think the name of the channel should be. If you have any other...
No, didn't we have some for the fans, though? Their names? I know one was the...
And Harmamaniacs.
Harmamaniacs. And what was the other one? I can't remember.
I didn't write this one down. I thought you had it.
Either. I didn't, because it was so good, I thought I wouldn't forget it, but for some reason, Harmamaniacs stuck in my head.
Good old DM is in the chat. Hey, what's up, good old DM? He may remember what it was. It was Harmamaniacs.
Yeah, and something else. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, there was another one, though.
Yeah.
Harmilkers or something?
I know. What?
Harmilkers or something? I don't remember.
No, it wasn't Harmilkers. No, it was something else like...
Damn it.
Harmack Ultra fans? I don't know. No. I don't know. I can't remember, but I did like Harmamaniacs. I thought that was kind of cool. Obviously, I like wrestling, and that kind of works to my strong suit. 5-inch python.
don't show the pythons. Don't show
ladies. Ladies.
It ain't gonna be a lady. That's gonna be a dude who looks like a lady.
My name's Rose.
I don't know what to talk about tonight. I just figure we didn't do a stream last week, so I was like, we probably
we gotta do something. Just we'll sit and shoot the shit. There's nothing really. The only one thing I did hear about is with this new NVMe that they're bringing out for the PlayStation. It needs a heat sink that fits, for one, and two, for people like me and you, we would know exactly what to get. You're a soccer mom or a Karen, you're gonna screw it up so bad. Because you're not going to tell the guy that you want it for a PlayStation. You're just going to be like, I need a 2.0 NVMe PCI 2. Or whatever 2.0.
See, I don't agree with that, and I tell you why. Because I worked, and you can ask good old DM, because good old DM also worked in retail. I think when there's a dumb soccer mom or whoever, so to speak, that comes in there and doesn't know what she's looking for, she's not going to say NVMe drive. She's going to say, I need a hard drive for my son's PlayStation 5. And then that guy's going to go, well, we have a couple. We've got this one, which is this one will work with your PS5. And then we've got the external where you can just store the games. It's much, much cheaper. I wouldn't be worried about that. I am worried about the price. We'll talk about that.
Well, the price it's because it's new. I mean, I still remember back when I was building my first computer, back when having like 64 megs of RAM was the shit. And even back then, 64 megs of RAM, there was literally $1 a megabyte. It was going for $64. Every megabyte was $1. So, I mean, they're saying a 2 terabyte for about $300. That's not bad. $9.99 for 4 is absolutely freaking ridiculous. But, I mean, for right now, for something that's that new, and it has a heat sink that actually fits, and it gives you 2 terabytes worth, so you have almost a total of 3 terabytes of space. I think $2.99 is worth it. But if you're smart and you can handle just transferring it over to your external hard drive and just transferring it back when you want to play, I'd say do that for a while until the price comes down. Because I'm sure the price is also high because of the chip shortage too. I mean, it's not going to be, give it like to this time next year, it'll probably be back down. So, I mean, because then maybe like the 4 terabyte might, I think at its lowest may go for $4.99. But I mean, hell, that's better than $9.99. Shit.
I got an article here, but I got to read what good old DM said here, since he's the only one in here chatting right now. Ladies, what you gonna do when Harmack's 2-inch Python runs wild on you?
I don't know.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Ask Phil's mom. She'll tell you. She laughed all
What's
night.
the Fortnite soccer mom's gonna do when the 2-inch pythons run wild
Careful,
on you?
it's got teeth.
I better text him, by the way, too, because last time I swear we tweeted at him, and he said he still didn't get it.
Oh. Who, Dell? Dell doesn't have Twitter.
No, I'm sending it to Phil because I'm a nice.
Phil's in here though.
He's not in here. That's good old DM.
Oh, let's go to DM. Sorry, go DM.
DM is in there. How dare you insult good old DM?
Or as my bot likes to say, good old'em.
Good old'em.
At first, I didn't know what the hell that was, and I looked at good old DM. All right, she's stupid.
So here's a couple, and Harmack, I think you'll like this option here. So
all right.
I didn't read this until today, but there's a red flag here, if you will.
All right.
Let me see if I can do this. Yes. Okay. Seagate confirms its PS5 ready rather. SSD will cost $275 for 1 terabyte. Now that's not bad.
That's not bad, but I'd like to see that down and maybe see that much for maybe a 2 terabyte. So
this one says it's called a FireQ 530. There's not a lot of room in the PS5. It's got your heatsink. It's got 7,300 megabytes per second, meaning it meets
way above what Sony wants.
Sony wants 5,500.
55 or 52?
5,500.
Okay.
Now, this article is misleading because it says Seagate confirms its first PS5 ready SSD will cost $275 for 1 terabyte. But I don't get it because okay. This must be with the heatsink attached. There must be 2 different ones.
There is. There's some that come without it and you put your own on, and there's some that come with it. Well,
I don't get it because this one, the same one with the heatsink attached, is $169 for 500 gigs. Okay, this is right. $169 for 500 gigs, $274 for 1 terabyte, and $569 for 2 terabyte, and $1049 for 4 terabyte.
Yeah, see, those prices are so inflated because of this damn chip shortage. I'm telling you, that's why. I mean, hell, even regular hard drives are expensive right now. A 4
terabyte right now, yeah, regular hard drives have shot up too, but at normal pricing, if I was to go on like eBay right now and get a terabyte hard drive, it would cost me somewhere between $60 and $80 typically.
Yeah,
that's an external Western Digital or Seagate, hard drive. But if you want the NVMe speeds or M.2 whatever, it's going to be expensive. If you want 4 so here's what you do. You got a couple options here. Either you buy the cheapest M.2 capable drive, all right? And say you buy the terabyte and just throw it in there and, be done with it. You don't spend too much money. You spend about what, $274? Did that say 274?
For 274, well, just round tax. About 300.
So say 300 for a terabyte of storage.
Yeah.
And then buy a 4 terabyte external and just leave your games on there. Store, you're not gonna look. I realize games are getting bigger. There's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind about that. The games are getting bigger, but there's no way you need 2 or 3 or 4 games on there at one time. If you're, some people do, but even if you put them on the external drive and just transfer them over, I did a test about a 75 gig game. What did I throw over there?
You're using the Passport too, aren't you? Or
yeah, no? I have a 2 terabyte drive on it.
I have a 4 terabyte Passport also. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
I bought a second. I went on eBay and bought a refurbished 2 terabyte drive for $40 because it's literally just storing games. I don't have any sensitive media on it that I'm afraid about losing. I'm literally just temporarily going to store games on it until these NVMEs come down in cost.
Right, that's what I would do. Yeah,
So
exactly.
I spent $40. I transferred Final Fantasy VII Remake, the PS5 version, over to it
Okay.
and back, and it took maybe 15, 20 minutes for both ways.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not that bad. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, like, you go down there, say you're getting ready to play a game, just go down, turn your TV on, do the transfer, go make yourself a sandwich or something, get a cup of coffee. By the time you come back, it'll be done.
And the cool thing is with the PS5, if you're transferring that over, you can like go to YouTube and watch something on your PS5 while it's.
I don't. No, that's not right. I'm pretty sure it stops.
I was just guessing because I was assuming that maybe it can like multitask like that.
Don't think that's right. I think it's one of those processes where it disables the home button. Yeah. So but I mean, there's nothing stopping you from flipping inputs and going to your Fire Stick. Yeah. Flip over to your Fire Stick, watch State of the Streams or watch a Harmack stream or something, and 10 minutes later,
you're good to go.
10 minutes later, flip it back over.
Right. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, I know this is the age of we want it now kind of thing, but sometimes patience saves you a lot of money because I'm telling you right now, you get the NVMe, it's going to be expensive because number one, it's really new. Number two, it's going to be overpriced because of the chip shortage. And number three, if you just wait until around this time next year, it'll probably come down a couple $100 and you'll be sitting there kicking yourself in the ass. But then again, a lot of these people are also the ones paying over $1,000 for a PlayStation. So, I mean, really, maybe they got money to, hey, if you got the money to freaking splurge on it, go for it, man. Who the hell am I? But I mean, I know for a fact that that's not something I'd do. I am more than, I've got a 4 terabyte drive here. I am more than content of being able to like have maybe 2 or 3 games on the main drive that are like my main go-to games. And if there's a new one that comes out, hey, I'm swapping one out. Very simple, because usually I'm that type of person. If I'm playing one game, I'm pretty much sticking with that game for a while. I don't usually jump game to game to game to game every day, so I mean that's just me. I mean, so I think this will benefit me more than some people that, they play one game one day and another game another.
Another thing too is, I mean, a lot of people have fast download speeds. If you have fast download speeds these days and no data caps, it seems like a lot to download when you're downloading a 75 gig game, but really it's not.
No,
it's maybe a half hour or so, maybe, if you had to re-download.
Gig game, a 75 gig game here would take me, I'm trying to remember the last, about 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, see?
You don't have to worry about it doing that whole, once it's downloaded, the whole PS4
copy,
then it just sits there and scrolls through slowly afterwards. It doesn't do that with the PS5. I even think they fixed that with the PS4. So, I mean, that like verification or verify thing that it does.
I think it still does it. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I think it still does.
Oh my God, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's so slow. You download faster than it verifies.
Yeah.
It's like that's. But I think with the PS5, it doesn't do that. I mean, and if it does, it does it fast.
You also got to remember where we came from too. I mean, do you remember back in the PS3 era?
Yeah.
Some 8-9 years ago or so. What was that? 2009, 2010. We were downloading. We were downloading 4 or sometimes 8 gig games, and number one, our internet speeds weren't as fast as they are now, and number two, that thing was slow as shit to install. Like, it took like sometimes a half hour or 45 minutes to install a game that was like.
I still remember when we were at your place when Last of Us first came out. It took with your internet, it took like, oh my God, I think we went out drinking. I mean, that's how long it took. I mean, it was probably because that was a huge game. I think that took something like 4 hours to download, but then it took the PlayStation like almost 2 hours to install it.
Yeah, that was nuts. I mean, I remember that.
Nuts. I mean, it was worth the wait, but damn, that was a long time. But I mean, yeah, I think we're kind of getting spoiled on the speed thing now. I mean, I always kind of laughed at people like, how can you not remember phone numbers? I'm still one of those guys that I only remember my own phone number now. I mean, I got spoiled, you know. I mean, I think that just happens over time. You end up having these expectations of having this like really, fast everything, and sometimes you gotta just sit back and let shit happen, man.
Yeah, good old DM, by the way, says it's a pain in the ass with that verification, so it's still there.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. That is probably the only thing that pisses, because you're getting all excited, man. I remember downloading the game. I can't remember what the hell it was, and I was like, oh, finally, it's downloaded. I'm gonna freaking play this thing, and you see it set, and then it says installing, and then it installed the game, and then it does this verification thing, and it was going so slow. It took a half hour, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, I'm literally I'm not even getting held up by the internet. I'm getting held up by my own goddamn PlayStation. The hell's that?
I mean,
that ain't right.
You gotta remember though, when the PlayStation came out, like
the games
you weren't
near as big as they are.
That, and you weren't downloading games at that time. You were still buying discs. Lots changed in 13 years. It's like that thing came out in like fall 06, early 07. There was no PSN when that thing launched. It was offline console.
Oh no, when PS3 came, wasn't there like a store?
There was.
I remember.
No, I don't think the store was up.
Oh, I know I had to make a username and shit though. I remember that.
PlayStation Network might have been on, but I don't think the store was up or something. Like it, I remember.
Yeah, I don't think
the first time I went to that store, it was brand new, and I was like 6-7 months late to the PS3 game. But
so was I.
But I remember it was not a lot on that store. I think I bought like a couple of games. I think Pain was one of them that was maybe my
fucking loved that game.
My first purchase was Pain, I think. And that bowling game, the one where his mom's got to get the van out of the shop. Shit, if Del Griffith was here, he would know the name of it right away.
I don't know that one.
Something Strike Bowling.
No clue. Uh-oh.
No, it's gonna
We're
bother
gonna go
me.
to the internet. It's gonna bother him, so he sets his face aglow to search for you guys, so you know what we're talking about. Because even I don't know what we're talking
High
about.
Velocity Bowling.
Oh, High Velocity. Okay. Sounds like fun.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, you did.
Did I? When? I don't remember playing that game.
We tried it online once when they first enabled it. Some 5 years later.
Oh.
They added PS Move support and online support, and we tried to play it, but there was no voice chat, so we had to like Skype each other.
Yep.
Somewhere in your library, you own that game. Somewhere.
On the PS3, I do, not the 4.
No, it's not on the 4. It's only on the 3.
And God forbid it would be on the 4 because you actually have voice chat on the 4.
Good old DM says he thought your first game was NASCAR Heat. Your first purchase game.
No. What was my first game for my PS3? The hell game was it? Shit. I'm actually trying to remember what it was. It was, oh man. Oh, I'm going to draw a blank on this. I still have the disc. I just can't remember what the hell the name of the game was.
I think he's talking about store purchase, like your first PlayStation store purchase.
Oh, first PlayStation store purchase? That would have been what the fuck was the name of that game? That was actually Pain also, because I saw it at your house.
Oh, so you bought Pain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking love
I remember when they kept
I even bought the Hasselhoff download.
Yes, they had all these different DLCs where you could be
David Hasselhoff and you're not.
You could be David Hasselhoff, you could do like I think Steve-O was one of them. Like there was a ton of them.
You'd like shoot Hasselhoff in the air and you'd yell, "Kid, I'm in trouble."
Yeah.
It was hilarious. So funny. I don't know why that game didn't get transferred over to the 4, man, because that game was so much fun.
I don't know why they never did anything with Pain ever again. Like they never. It's 2 generations now, and they've done nothing. And that game was. I thought that game was hilarious. Like, it was
fun and hilarious.
That game is totally forgotten about. Here, let me see. Here, you know what? We're gonna do this.
It is. It has been. You're right.
I think this game has totally been forgotten about because, like, I never hear. anybody talk about this game anymore.
Yeah, I know. And that game was, I swear, the physics alone in that game were so much fun. Oh my God, you just shoot yourself off into places that, you know, see how far you could get. And
Trying to see if I can find that. Oh, here's Pain. The Hoff, 5 minutes of Pain on the PS3. Here we go.
yeah. Yeah, the pain, yeah.
Here, let me see if I can... Hopefully this isn't crap. Yeah, here it is. So what happens is you have to, like... You put this guy on a slingshot, right? And you gotta fling him around... Like, these different stages. Like, here he's on, like, a slingshot or, like, a launcher. And you gotta hit everything. And then you gotta make him bounce and keep hitting objects.
Like, I remember getting stuck in this thing. We just kept rolling around and just racking
I don't
up
think
points.
that's his actual voice, but I remember they had his voice.
No, it was his voice.
Was it?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's his voice?
Well, I don't know if that was.
All right, here's another. So you had like multiple tries to do this. You had to take out everything in the stage. And like there was explosive items. Let's see if this one's any better. I think the city one is the best. Oh, he's gonna hit the barrel. He's gonna hit the, oh, is he gonna hit the barrel? Nope.
Want everything.
Let's see that was his voice.
Press select.
Huh?
That was his voice there. Anyway, let me see if I can fast forward a little bit. Oh, he's inside the that ride. Alright, here's the last one here.
Look at me!
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Anyway, that was the David Hasselhoff one. Let me see if there was any other ones here.
I still like the one where he like yelled off, "I'm David Hasselhoff and you're not."
The Hoff versus Beefzilla. What is this one?
Oh God.
Oh, oh, that's right. You could edit different shots, I think, when you were doing this. Oh, he's stuck on him. He's stuck. Yeah, you could edit replays in this, I think, for different camera angles.
Oh Jesus Christ! Is he in the fan?
I think so. This is the movie studio one. All right, that's enough of that.
That was cool.
Man, I miss that game.
That game was hilarious, man.
We'll have to play that pretty soon.
Yeah, that was just for nostalgic reasons, man. That game was hilarious.
Yeah, that was the first game I bought on PSN because I remember I was looking for something to play, and I didn't want to spend money on a $60 game.
Yeah, I think this was what, $19 or some shit.
Yeah, it wasn't much. And remember, I bought my PS3. I didn't even get a game with it. I just got a Spider-Man Blu-ray. Spider-Man 3 on Blu-ray is what they gave me.
Oh wow.
Yep, I got the fat model that had no games. So I'm like, well, I don't have $60 to go buy a PS3 game, so I'm going to go buy me Pain off PlayStation Network, and it was fantastic.
That's freaking awesome, man.
So
Damn. Yep, those were the days, man. But yeah, yeah. So with the PS5, I would say, you know what, if you got an external drive, just use that. You can play your PS4 games from that external drive, just like you can now on the PS4. But you can play your PS4 games on the PS5 from that drive, and if you want to play a PS5 game from that drive, you can't just transfer it. Not a big deal. I mean, and it'll save you. For right now, it'll save you a couple $100. Wait for the price to come down, and then pretty much what the 2 terabyte is going for, you could pay for a 4 terabyte.
or just don't buy a PS5 right now.
Oh yeah, or if you're that strapped, don't buy one.
There's absolutely nothing pressing that you cannot buy on your PS4 or your Xbox One or whatever that you need and absolutely need a next gen console right now. There's nothing 100%. I think in a couple months there will be. I don't even consider, like, Ratchet and Clank is a PS5 exclusive, but I don't consider it, like, you know, go buy a console for it. Like, it's a good game. Got a 10 out of 10, but I don't think it's anything to go, yeah, I gotta buy a PS5 now for Ratchet and Clank. I mean,
mine was Dark Souls, man. I really love the way it looks on that damn console.
And by the time you get it, Dark Souls will probably be like $30.
Yep.
So
I mean, look, and I waited, and it wasn't on.
Yeah, you got to make your announcement, by the way, because you are now kind of now a PS5 owner.
Yeah, I will be come after next weekend.
It's within reach.
Yes, it's within reach. It's being held right now, but I do have one. It has been paid for. It has arrived at the place that I'm getting it from, and yeah, so.
And right now, someone is smoking weed on top of it.
I know, it's going to smell like I'm a dope fiend, but that's okay.
And using it for a brownie holder.
As long as he doesn't blow smoke into it from his freaking weed thing, I'm fine with that.
Yours probably have a lot of smoke.
Huh?
Yours probably have a lot of smoke in it from that vape pipe.
No. Not like no. With cigarettes, trust me, after being a smoker for 25 years, I can tell you right now that what residue, if at all, this thing leaves is nothing compared to what a cigarette will leave. You'll get, that thing will suck in tar, oil. It's gross. There was a dude there. I saw a guy on YouTube take apart a PlayStation that had never been cleaned on the inside. And the dude, I guess, was a real heavy smoker. The fucking interior was just like all full of like nicotine and like tar. It was gross, man. The amount of stuff that pulled in. It was absolutely disgusting. I mean, like, dude, this dude had to. I mean, I thought I smoked a lot. This dude had to have been like a 4-pack a day guy.
They said that I've heard from people who work on consoles, like especially the older ones, that if you are a smoker, it literally destroys the inside of it over time.
Oh, yeah, it cakes it with oil.
So
because I mean, you got to understand, with a cigarette, that's a lot of tar, and the nicotine also stains, but the tar especially.
Yep.
That it just literally coats on it, and it's really gross. That's why with the whole vape thing, there is no tar, so there's really nothing that it will kill it. You know, I mean, but a cigarette, oh man, hell, I've seen that shit turn curtains yellow. I mean, Jesus, and that's all that tar. And imagine, okay, if it can turn cloth yellow over time, imagine what that can do to circuitry. I mean, holy crap! And it's hot circuitry too. Oh man, it's just you're slowly suffocating. It's like you're slowly but surely putting plastic on your cooling parts of the damn thing. You know, so I don't know. I just can't wait to get mine. It'll be nice to have. And then you know, and then down the line I'll probably get an external or an NVMe for it. But I am in no hurry of getting one. I've got a 4 terabyte passport that I'm using with the PS4. I'll just change it and hook it up to the PS5 and use that as my all-around PS4/PS5 gaming system.
There you go.
and just I'll be patient. You know, hey, when NVMEs come down, that's when I'll jump at it. You know, I mean, you know, like I said, I'm a one game at a time person. I can't do multiple at a time. If I get hooked into a game, I want to keep playing it. I don't want to stop and go to a different game.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, once it's on the main drive and I'm playing it, it's going to probably be played until I'm finished the game or get sidetracked on like a new game that comes out, you know, but other than that, no.
Scales 175. What's going on, man?
Oh, we thought he was still streaming.
I tagged
Actually,
him.
no, he wasn't. He wasn't because my channel didn't have him streaming.
Sorry, it was supposed to be a GIF, not all that random text. I don't even see any random text. Was that in the chat or something? Good old Dean?
Yes.
What's going on, Scales? How you doing? So, Harmack, are you going to make a decision tonight, or are we waiting for people, or just
no? I you know, I would like to wait for people. I mean, if it's a slow night, maybe we'll try in 2 weeks. You know,
because I feel like we've pushed this thing.
Yeah, we really have.
I feel like we've pushed this thing off for now almost a month now since this contest has been going on. I feel that I think we've gotten all of the good ones that we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm probably gonna go with.
Wait, hang on. Let me get a. I want to do this the right way. Are you ready? First of all.
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready to make? You got 2 decisions to make here.
Yes, I've got them. I've had them in my head. I've been toying with it, and I think I like these the best.
All right. Let's see what this one is. God, why is it so hard to find a drum roll? That is not. All right, here we go. I don't know what this one is. We're gonna try it. All right, Harmack.
All right. The name of the channel is going to be Harmack Ultra.
I don't have a ding noise.
You suck. Harmack Ultra, and the name of my fans are going to be the Harmamaniacs. I really like that.
So Harmamaniacs.
Yep.
And Harmack Ultra. So that is your final. Is that your final decision, Harmack?
That is it. Yep. We're gonna go with that and see what happens.
All right, you've heard Harmack. Harmack has chosen his names. Congratulations, Harmack.
Thanks.
And way to go. Harmack got it. All right, so all right, let me add congratulations on your decision, Harmack. That's awesome.
Thanks. Thank you.
So we have to go through who picked what here. So the first one you picked was your channel name. That was you said Harmack Ultra, and that is gonna go to who picked that? Was that good old DM?
Yeah, I think it was.
Good old DM, you just won yourself a $10 gift card of your choosing.
Nice, man.
Good job, good old DM.
Damn right. I thank you for the names, guys, man. Shit.
Who picked the other one, by the way? The Harmamaniacs. Was that
Harmamaniacs, I think, might have been Phil, maybe?
What the fuck?
No, wait, he wasn't here for that. What the hell was that said
I think good old DM. Did good old DM pick that one too?
He might have. I don't remember. Fuck, I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch the video.
We should have wrote that one down. I know he picked the. That was him too. That was him too.
Wow. Good job, good old DM.
Congratulations.
Now I just gotta probably go on Twitter and fucking hire one of those graphic people for Harmamaniacs and change the font for Harmack Ultra. That'd be kind of cool.
The Harmack Ultra one I think would be easy to do because literally you just take the Michelob Ultra logo and fuck with it. You just get the font that they use.
Yeah.
Delete the Michelob part and then just write Harmack and then Ultra. Yeah. I mean, however you want to do it, that's that's up to you.
When it comes to doing shit like that, I don't know how to do it, so I need someone else to do it. I don't have the talent. If there's one thing I am, it's not an artist. I am not really an artist at all.
Now you could also do for the Harmack Maniacs, like if you ever did a T-shirt,
I was
you
doing
could,
like the Hulk Hogan
yeah,
kind of thing.
you
Yeah.
could literally rip off the Hulk Hogan one and just do it like that. So I mean, that's
You can't call copyright on a font. So
yeah, that's
or
true.
color.
So good old DM, we have to ask you, what prize will you be taking?
Yes.
We need
Where
to
you gonna
know.
go?
We need to know so we can have our accounting department cut you the card.
KL cell phone.
I'm also the accounting department. If you didn't know, I'm the art. I'm the art department. I'm art and media department. I am the production department. I'm the web department.
He's the king of everything.
So I'm also the accounting department. So I just need to know what we need to do. Where we need to cut the check, as Skates would say. Cut the check.
Cut the check. Yeah, no shit. Man. That's really cool though. Thank you, good old DM, man. I came up with some names that I never thought of. I think it would work really well.
I like the. So when is the Harmack Ultra going to start?
Sometime next week. I might change it up this weekend to start it off with that. So I mean, obviously it's still gonna be Let's Play with DJ Harmack. That won't change, but I think, or maybe that might change. I don't know. Let's Play with Harmack Ultra. No, I think DJ Harmack.
I just put Let's Play with DJ Harmack. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't beat a dead horse with that one. You know, it's like, it's fine.
Right. Yeah. I'll just keep that. I just wanted to change the channel name because it's just Harmack 1 definitely just shows the sign of just I just threw the channel together. I didn't put any thought into it. Because I honestly never thought I'd use my PC to stream. I always just figured I'll always do it from the PS4. So, stupid me. Not looking ahead. But,
Well, at least you could change the channel name without having to.
You can. Yeah, you can change the channel. I think you can change it once every 90 days or some shit like that.
Yeah, you just have to go through rebranding everything, and you have to make sure you say, your Harmack Ultra after that point.
Oh yeah,
so
it will be.
I'm waiting on good old DM to tell us what he wants.
Well, go ahead and keep talking. I'm going to go grab a beer. Wait a second. Be right back.
Waiting on good old DM to tell us what he wants from the Slash Streams accounting department. So the contest is over. That was a good one. Harmack's channel will be officially renamed. If you weren't here to catch it, I'm sorry. We did our best to get everyone in here. What are my options? Did I not just go over those options? You have won a $10 gift card of your choosing to any online service, gaming online service. So whether you want a $10 PlayStation gift card to the PlayStation Store, whether you don't own an Xbox, so I don't think we got to worry about that. If you own a Nintendo Switch and you'd rather have a Nintendo Switch card, you can do that. If you want Fortnite bucks, like what Phil would want, I won't buy those. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of any others that are out there. Steam, I guess, if you play any Steam games. I don't think you do. So let us know which ones you're interested in. I mean, if you want a Pornhub subscription, I guess we can put that on Harmack's credit card. He's going to go with PSN. PSN works. Okay. So we will cut that gift card after the stream here in a little while and get that to you. And I believe the winner, because you won the fans contest from Harmack, I believe when he gets his shirts printed, I believe he was going to order one of those. So when that happens at that time, we'll just need to know what size shirt so we can send it to you, because I believe he was in the process of getting shirts designed once he gets this this logo into place that he's doing. So you'll be wearing like a Hulkamania shirt, but it'll literally just be say Harmack, whatever, Harmamaniac. Wow, he's been gone a minute. That must have been a really long piss he had to take there. There he is. He's back. He's floating in. He's coloring back in here. With his beer in hand. Fresh shaved head. Bald bastard. Put the Pornhub one on TP Poker's credit card. Yeah, where is TP Poker? I told TP Poker to be here tonight, by the way.
His wife probably said no.
Good old DM decided that he wanted a $10 PSN card. So
nice.
That's what he's decided on. And he wants your side of it for the fans was the t-shirt when you get that done.
All right. Hell yeah.
So I told him just to advise on the size of that t-shirt and we'll make it happen, Captain.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
awesome.
I like I said, I didn't have much to talk about tonight.
It's really been kind of a slow week for gaming or anything. I mean, I guess wrestling wasn't bad. Did you watch AEW this week? Because the freaking one with Jericho and that one dude from that Dark Side of the Ring, that guy
Nick Gage. I know
that was a hell of a match.
I did not watch it. Because Raw does things to you, even when you fast forward through it. By the time I got to NXT and done, I was kind of burnt out for the week. I have it on my DVR. I gotta watch it.
It was actually a good show. I'm not gonna lie. It was actually pretty damn good. I thought it was gonna suck, but that Nick Cage one, especially, man, Jericho put himself through hell. That was
I
amazing.
heard. I heard the review of it.
Domino's is all pissed off at AEW.
Yeah. So I gotta this real quick on this one. I don't know if I have a source for this one. Let's see here. I read about this today.
But they're like that goes against we weren't told. Well, TNT was told. They allowed it to happen. So therefore that, what the fuck? Well, and the funny thing was I think while they were doing the pizza thing, that's when Gage was doing the pizza.
So yeah, this makes no fucking sense.
During their picture-in-picture. That was hilarious. Now if anything, had Domino's not said anything and gotten, all pissy and whiny, they would have actually earned them some cred. Like the younger people, like Domino's is cool, man. That was awesome.
So take a look at this pic here. So they went to a picture-in-picture ad break.
Yep.
And literally, when Nick Gage is rolling up the pizza cutter to show the blood on it, the Domino's ad is airing, and it says "Pizza is free." So like, this is hilarious.
It was great. That was awesome. And I think, you know what? I mean, is that whole woke thing? I think it's stupid because really, the younger generation would just find that funny and cool. All right. Now, if they're thinking like 60-year-old people might be pissed off, yeah, they might be. But guess what? There ain't many 60-year-olds watching AEW. Most of the people, most of the demographic is anywhere between the ages of 18 and 40. I mean, literally. And none of them are going to sit there and go, I am so upset with Domino's. They are saying that pizza is Soylent Green and it's people. No one's saying that.
First of all,
it's pretty cool. Man. I would have almost thought it was like a freaking plug for them.
This is too.
Dude, I'm not a Domino's fan either.
Let's be real here.
I ordered one.
Let's be real here. This is too coincidental.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was just coincidence.
This is too coincidental that no, I think it was intentional. It's too coincidental for this to not be planned. You know what I mean? Like this is way too coincidental.
Well, you got to understand too, though. AEW doesn't control the commercials. That's TNT. So AEW has no idea.
You don't think there's some guy in the back sitting there going,
"No,
let's put this Domino ad on now," while the dude's got the pizza cutter in his hand?
No, because
it's picture.
Yeah, but you got to understand though.
Come
the commercial
on.
is like 45 seconds long. He's not sitting there carving at Jericho's head for 45 seconds. He had to have known when the end of that video was to hold up that thing. No, that is actual coincidence because number one, AEW doesn't know when that commercial will play. Number two,
Sure they do.
No, they don't. Once again, they have no control over commercials.
You don't think anybody talks to TNT when they're going to bring the feedback live and they don't know how many commercials are in place?
Well,
someone in the truck has to know this.
They know, that's what they call a relay. They know when their commercials are coming back because there'll be somebody on TNT's end going, we'll be back in 10 seconds. It lets them know because they're not playing it from the truck. They're not playing the commercials from the truck.
Yeah, they cut the feed over to the network.
The feed over to and then the network lets them know, all right, commercial break over in 10 seconds. And then they can alert the guys that are in the
man. I don't know.
Right,
that's too.
I'm telling you,
that's too coincidence.
Tell them in the ring. How are you going to be able to relay that to the ring and have the freaking ref get to them in enough time to hold that up at the right time? Dude, that's way too difficult.
Look, as Frosty would say,
and for what, a plug?
As Frosty would say, tomato potato. I don't care, but. I think it's hilarious, and if I was Domino's, instead of bitching about it, like they said,
I'd be proud of it.
We share the concerns expressed about this incident and the content of the TV-14 rated program, and are assessing Domino's, and are assessing our advertising presence on it going forward. Says spokesman Jenny Faraci Petco.
All right, well, Jenny, honey, you got to get in touch with the younger generation because I'm telling you right now, that would have earned you street cred. I mean, like I said, I am not a Domino's fan by any means, but if I had seen that, because unfortunately I did not see that part, I would have probably wanted to get it to go. That is fucking cool. that was
I would have ran with it. I would have if I was Domino's. I would have ran with it. I would have got.
Oh yeah.
I would have got Nick Gage and Chris Jericho in a pizza joint having a match.
Nick Gage and Jericho approved.
Carving out pizza. Something. Yeah, I would have ate this up alive.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, carving out pizza and then like having a fight in the kitchen or some shit.
Who cares if the match was a little bit violent? The fucking rating on there says TV-14. It's not aimed at fucking little Timmy who is a 6-year-old watching this. If little Timmy is watching AEW, that's on the fucking parent or whoever's house he's at to control what they're watching. If I was Domino's, I would have just been like, you know what? Let's roll with this. Get Jericho and get Nick Gage or get whoever, get Kenny Omega. Here's the commercial. Nick Gage and Jericho are fighting in a Domino's pizza joint, right? And they're just throwing shit around, and then Nick Gage has the pizza cutter, and he goes after Jericho, and you know they're talking about how good the Domino's pizza is, while whatever, there's shit flying around, and you cut to Kenny Omega sitting there with his belts, just eating a slice of pizza, going like, "This shit's great," Just that's how you do the commercial. WWE and Chef Boyardee did that shit in the 90s. Yeah. If you recall, and fucking Chef Boyardee commercials were funny, and this is while WWE was doing a lot of really bad shit on TV.
Attitude Era shit, yeah.
And you didn't see Chef Boyardee giving a damn, or Jello, or whoever the fuck else. Good old DM says PBR Beer says they want Domino spot if they pull the advertising.
Hell yeah.
Give it to PBR then.
It's like what Howard Stern says. Look, if you lose one, 2 or 3 others will want that spot. Because look, that night they had like I think 1.5 or 1 point something million people tuned in.
Oh no, they don't get that many.
Yeah, no,
they don't.
I'm telling you, look at it. It was I think it was 1.1 million. Seriously,
I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what I heard.
Brian Alvarez on Twitter always has these stupid fucking ratings because he's a he's a shill.
A shill?
Yeah, it's AEW. Like I don't know. He shits on everything else but AEW. If I can find him, and he's a fucking journalist.
Oh, is he really?
Yep.
No shit.
Let's see here.
I'm telling you.
Oh, sorry. All the fucking CM Punk shit. I can't.
Yeah, he's pretty much coming back.
He may not have. he may not have listed it this week. He did last week, and it was not. They almost broke 1 million. Or maybe they went over a little bit, but it wasn't much.
I'm telling you, it was like 1.1 or 1.2 million this week. I'm telling you, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I'm positive I heard it that way. Because even I was like, damn, that's more than usual.
Let's see. We got.
That's the only reason why.
Let's see what this link is here that good old DM sent. I'll put it up here. This is funny. This is funny already.
Oh God!
Sorry, I went to the wrong one. There we go. Beer brand makes several comments supporting AEW and debacle with Domino's. Pabst Blue Ribbon. The Pabst Blue Ribbon beer brand is supporting AEW after Domino's issued a statement against the pizza cutter spot. In an update, I'm scrolling down here. In an update, Pabst took AEW's side on Twitter. Here's the tweet.
What does it say?
Yo, at AEW, let us get those spots. Gang affiliated, and then they got a pizza cutter that has a Pabst Blue Ribbon can on it. Oh, that's rich.
Nice. That's nice. See, now that's what Domino's should have done.
Oh, but and then they put future endeavor like WWE, and then they put remove Domino's, like delete the app. That's funny. That shit is funny.
That. I mean, I'm nowhere near a fan of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I might just buy one just to...
Step one, awesome. Tony Khan follows you. Look at these tweets are great. I'm gonna have to follow them.
What, Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, and then here's what's his name? Fucking Zack Ryder. Hey Domino's, you can't see me, but the can has a pizza cutter on it.
Yeah. See, that's the problem.
That's funny.
That's the problem that's going on right now, is that these businesses keep thinking that, oh, you know what, people might get hurt about this. And all they're doing is leaving it open for a meme fest. Look, guys, roll with it. Yes, are there some people that get easily offended out there? Yes, but there's not that many. There are more of us that would appreciate the fact that you rolled with it, because then that makes you look like, hey, you're down-to-earth people. Instead of sitting there going, well, no. The majority of people we know like it, but we must kiss the ass of the people that are very offended. No, forget them. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch. Bye.
If I could tell you this.
Oh,
so and this, hear me out on this one. Look, to be honest, Vince McMahon is right. There's a reason why. There's a reason why that there is WWE does not go TV 14. And there's a reason why they won't bring back an Attitude Era. And it's this right here. If we're losing our shit over a pizza cutter bit, so basically somebody blading with a pizza cutter, if we're losing our mind, meanwhile over on AMC, you can watch The Walking Dead, where they're literally just ripping dudes' guts out, zombies eating their faces off, but that's okay. No sponsor loss there. Whoever's still watching that show, by the way.
But that somehow down the road, and I think WWE has to blame for this, it went from being kind of a teenage adulter oriented thing to all of a sudden everybody thinks of wrestling as it's a kid's thing. And it's like almost, if you think about it, it kind of has retrograded, because it was a kid's thing when we were growing up. Then it became the Attitude Era. Now it's back to being a kid's thing again. And now those kids that they were going with have grown up, and now they're going, this is stupid. I mean, now granted, there are younger kids there, sure. And I'm not saying do an Attitude Era like you did in the past. But TV 14, I guarantee you, there are, I mean, unless they're really overprotective parents, I guarantee you there are 7 to 10-year-old kids watching TV 14 shit. There's no doubt in my mind they are. I mean, hell, we were when we were kids. If you go by that rating, we didn't have them back then, but I mean, come on. You know,
there's never the Attitude Era in WWE is never going to happen again.
Oh no, that's never going to happen.
And this is why, because you've already got Domino's. By the way, I'm almost sure I've seen sponsor Raw several times. So, what are they going to do? You know what I mean?
No, but that's the thing, is that, you know, I mean, things have to change. You can't keep sitting there going, oh well, you know, this one sponsor is going to get mad. There are other sponsors that would jump at that spot and pay just as much. They're not the only sponsor. Now, granted, if you do something egregious and like a shit ton of them leave, yeah, okay, that's a problem. But we're talking about one freaking sponsor here. Okay, one sponsor. There are other sponsors that are more than willing to take up that spot. Why? Because number one, here's what AEW did, and this is what WWE could do if they wanted to go TV 14. They alert USA, or what AEW did, they alerted TNT. This is what we're going to do. Is this cool? TNT said, yeah, go for it. So obviously the station was fine with it. So great. Awesome. But now WWE won't do that because they're afraid. Well, there's also a difference is that AEW is on the market and, WWE is on the trading market and AEW is privately owned. So literally, Vince really can't control how it goes. It's more the stockholders that do, and he wants them to be happy. So basically, that's what's going to come down to. I think that's why there's a difference. That's why a lot of people are making fun of Domino's, because it's like, look, you want to put yourself on a kiddier brand, go to WWE. Put yourself on a more adult-oriented one, AEW. You've got best of both worlds here.
I don't think WWE knows the audience that they're catering to. Like,
no, I
don't.
think they've lost touch.
I sometimes I don't think they know who they're trying to aim at, because like I see shit like,
yeah, sometimes they swear,
like that,
and sometimes they
the
don't.
Nikki Cross thing, which is,
oh my god, that's sad. I feel bad for her because she's a hell of a good
no,
wrestler,
this is her gimmick. She came up with this. They're letting her roll with it. It's terrible.
I mean, she's trying to be a role model. I get it. I do. I get it. You know,
when you have a kid, when you're coming out to the ring and you go down that aisle of fans and there's a kid there and you try to give the kid something or high five the kid or hug the kid, and the kid goes, which is what happened on Monday. Watch the very beginning of Raw. Kid goes like this.
I saw that. Yeah.
When there's a kid doing that and they don't want nothing to, now there was another little girl in the front row who, she's going to get some kids. She's going to get some of the kids, yeah. Sure. But then on the flip side, you've got like, you know, Charlotte walking around, flicking everybody off during the pay-per-view. Like, if this is a kid show, why are where are we aiming this here? Because this is the F word, essentially, just not, you know what I mean? Like, it's.
But here's the thing that gets me too. Okay, so we're catering to kids, right? All right. There has been now when we watch the pay-per-view of where Charlotte flicks off people, guess what? They blanked it out for the people at home.
No, it was shown. I mean, they blanked it out. They blanked it out, but it was on for a good.
Oh yeah, it was on for a good second, but then they
3-4 seconds.
Now, my question to this is, okay, if you're catering to the kids, okay, then number one, why would you allow her to do that? Because obviously, you know, you're not going to just go out there and do that and risk getting, you know, suspended or anything. Okay, number one, who are you protecting? The kids at home. So I guess the kids at the arena are screwed, right? I mean, because apparently, or were you expecting the parents to quickly cover the kids' eyes? Come on, this is stupid. And then the whole Roman Reigns one with the missionary position thing, it was totally taken out on YouTube. They took it off. Why?
Yeah,
what is wrong with missionary position?
I understand that.
I wouldn't even understand that. That was more like Animaniacs kind of humor.
I think they cut it out for time because they were doing a quick video, but they should have left that part in. It should have been left in.
Part of it, man. It's like the missionary position, same thing over and over. That was perfect, man. That was an awesome thing. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you think for a second, okay, they're finally catering to some of the older people, and then they go back down and do all this shit. It's like, I think if there's one thing I like about AEW, though I'm not totally sold on them, the one thing I do like about them is that at least they know their audience a bit more. At least if there's one thing that they've got, they know their audience better than WWE knows theirs. And I think
that's what's funny. That's the good old DM says WWE doesn't understand itself. NXT does, but that's the biggest difference. Yeah, the missionary position line was funny. I rewound it. I was laughing so hard I rewound it because I couldn't believe he said it.
I know, it was great.
I thought it was fantastic. And Roman's just like, he knew he hit it, and Roman just starts smiling and trying not to laugh. That was a Paul Heyman line, by the way. You just know it.
Oh yeah,
You know that was a Paul Heyman line.
I have no idea why they don't just make. I mean, look, obviously you can't do an Attitude Era, but TV-14, come on. I mean, parents let their kids watch TV-14 shit all the time.
I'm telling you, man, give it some time, and I'm telling you, all that stuff on Peacock is gonna get censored. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and that's stupid. I'm sick of this shit. This whole, I guess the, what do they call it? The woke shit. I can't stand it. It's like, what the hell? I mean, like, really? Look, if whatever happened to parents, pay attention to your kids. Why am I having to suffer because Mr. and Mrs. Joe Blow can't keep an eye on their kid?
I don't know.
Why am I having to suffer for their inability to parent? I think that's stupid. I mean, back in the day, if your kid was misbehaving, the parents got blamed. You know, like,
I don't know.
Oh, those are bad parents. Nowadays, if the kid's misbehaving, oh, it's the TV, it's the music, it's the video games. It's never the parents, ever. And yet you got the parents over there arguing with each other and about ready to slap each other while the kid's misbehaving. But it's not the parents. It throws me. I think this day and age, common sense has just freaking packed its shit and left, and now we're left with chaos.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before, like, it's going to take a controversy like this, where AEW does something, and a sponsor like this pulls out, and it makes traction, it makes headlines, and they get canceled, so to speak, and that takes down a company. That's TNT canceling their show, TNT ending their contract, because TNT, they want to, they got the NBA. If the NBA doesn't like something, they'll come down and be like, get this shit off of here. It's putting a bad name on everything on the network here.
But here's the other thing that TNT is looking at is also the viewership. Here's the thing. What this is doing for AEW right now and TNT, it's just making more people look at it.
It's not the same thing, though. Back in the day, I believe it is. I think today, you get canceled, I think it's the end of it. I think they prefer money over how many other people are watching it. They prefer the money.
No, but see, here's the thing. That's the difference between WWE and AEW. WWE is publicly traded.
I'm not talking about AEW. I'm talking about TNT, the network that airs them.
Right, but that network is looking at their fan base, the people tuning into this show. The more people that tune into the show, the more they can show off, hey, basketball and all this shit. They can do that. You take that show. I mean, why do you think they put one? I
think basketball gets better ratings than wrestling right now.
I think it does too. But
I don't think they're worried about AEW advertising NBA playoffs.
When one of the basketball players has a conniption fit and starts beating people up, do they cancel basketball? No, that's okay. But in wrestling, where violence is supposed to be the show, that's wrong. It's just so stupid.
No, if that happened, I'm sure LeBron James would spin it. It'd be spun. It's somebody else's fault.
Yeah,
he didn't beat up anybody. The ball came from a Trump supporter, and the ball had like powder. The ball had bath salts on it, and it made him go crazy, and he.
The ball was temporarily possessed.
Yeah. That's how that would spin.
Somebody put flubber on it, and it just went nuts.
That is how that would be spun.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like nothing makes sense anymore. It's like what's good for one thing isn't good for another. Now that's just bullshit. You can't just pick and choose. Oh, this is okay here, but over here, if it's done the same way, it's not okay. That's stupid. That's dumb, because then you've got to sit there and walk on eggshells. And for what? A couple hundred people bitching and maybe a loss of a freaking...
I don't think it hurt them. I think what would hurt them is TNT getting mad. I think that...
But TNT is not going to get mad because TNT approved it.
See, now I'm hearing he's a little quiet. Can you boost him 15%? I asked this question earlier, and no one answered me. I really can't boost him 15%. Like, literally, this is as loud as I can get him, and I don't know why that is. Like, something is there. I boost. It's on full blast now. Harmack, try now.
All right. All right. How am I sounding now? Better? Hopefully.
I don't know what. It's very weird that.
I don't know.
It's very weird. I can't turn it up anymore. I don't know. Very weird.
But no,
no, I'm not saying. I'm not blaming you, Shale. I asked earlier to anyone else tuning in. I said, was Harmack quiet or anything, and no one said anything. So I assumed it was fine. But yeah, I realized that from week to week I have this issue where, for whatever reason, Discord is quieter than anything else I have, and I don't know why that is. And I can't. Literally, he's turned all the way up now.
It might be under your. If you go into your volume settings, check out your mixer for your volume settings. See if Discord is turned halfway down.
I'm looking at it right now, and it is cranked up.
I don't know. I honestly don't know then what's causing it. So, because I mean, you come through loud and clear over here.
So weird. So weird.
Yeah.
No. I'll have to look at it over the course of the week. Have him go into his settings and turn Discord output up.
I got my Discord output up.
Is it maybe you? Let me check. The only problem is I can't get to Discord without fucking up the
I'll check my settings. Hold on.
See, hang on. It's gonna fuck up for a second. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Let me go to just chatting here. Oh, I'm not in the room.
Hey, he's gone. Look at that. Look at that setup, folks. Those could be yours.
Yeah, like, see, the only thing I could think of is automatically determine mic sensitivity is off.
Yeah, you want that off, definitely.
All right, try now, Harmack.
All right, how's it looking now?
See, it says output device, and it's at 100, and it did nothing. Like, it was at 80. I cranked it up to 100, and it did nothing. Very weird. I don't know. I'll have to look at this. I'm not going to bore everybody with this right now, but during the week I'll look at it. Why are you?
See, on mine, it's... Yeah, no, it's...
Now I broke it.
Mine's going really good here. Oh, great.
It was fine to me, but I have it on Twitch. Oh, wow. It's fucked up now. I knew I shouldn't have tested fate with that. Why is... Hang on, let me see if I can fix Harmack here.
Go for it.
John, damn it. Is there another menu that's still up? No, there's no menu. Why is it doing that? Here, let me try to...
No.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to fix it now.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Turn him off. There. I did literally turn off the I literally turned your camera off and turned it back on for it to like take. There we go. Fixed it in real time. He's saying that you have to check the output on your device, is what he's saying.
I did. My output's up to 90.
Check it.
Okay.
Change it to 100 then. Let's see if it does anything.
If I do 100, I clip. It's as high as this goes. Hang on. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but I'll try it.
Because otherwise, I don't know. I mean, literally, I fight with this every week. Everybody always says Harmack is lower, and I crank it up. And now, usually, I just move the switch here, and it goes up a bit. But now, like, there's something different where it's at the absolute max. Like, if I play a sound effect, it's going to blow everyone's... Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it is me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely something on You're in because mine is. I've got it maxed now at 100. That's it. That's as high as it goes.
I swear, Windows Windows fucks with sound anymore. Like, I have a headset that I use for work, and like sometime I'll listen to music on it and I'll have it at 100%, and I swear it's not loud enough. But it's Spotify, so why wouldn't Spotify have their own levels already auto, done? Like, it can't be Spotify. You know what I mean? Like, I think Windows is doing it. Never mind. I just said it, but you were dicking with your thing.
Sorry, I was trying to get everything reset back.
No, I was saying, like, I think Microsoft messes with Windows. Like, the volume has never been right. Like, I wear a headset downstairs while I work, and I'll have music on, and I'll have that music turned up to 100, but I swear, like, it's low in my head. Like, it's not right. It's low. I should be turning the music down to like 80, not 100. 100 should be like loud to where I can't hear anything else over the music. But I swear it's almost ambient in my headset. It's like not loud enough. It's like half and half maybe. I think Microsoft changes things.
Yeah, they do. No doubt.
Harmack and Al, please set a Saturday night aside for 30 minutes. You got to talk to Harmack about that, man. I have done my best to get with him on a Saturday night for 30 minutes, and he won't do it. He wants to do Sunday.
Sunday, I'm good.
So
anytime Sunday. I always say that. Anytime Sunday, I'm good.
Maybe we'll do it this Sunday.
Sure.
Because I want to do that. There's a couple things I need to fix with yours.
Okay.
Death counter.
Yeah.
If you click on his portrait, what is his custom set to? Oh, I can't click on. Oh, wait a minute.
Ah.
I wonder. Deafen. Try now, Harmony.
All right. How's that now?
You're louder in my headphones, but it's not louder in OBS.
That's definitely a Windows setting then. It's got to be.
Something. I wonder if you gave me settings in my OBS that are like, because remember we did the normalize audio settings?
Yeah, I told you to turn that off in the OBS. That's not going to do it.
Because now you're clipping. I hear you clipping literally, but you're still not going into that yellow in OBS.
Yeah, but that's not an OBS setting. That's a Windows setting, dude. Because if you can play a music or sound that makes it go into the yellow, I should be able to do the same. So, because you're only on one channel anyway. Because OBS only allows one channel.
Yeah, I gotta look at this. There's something's not right.
That's definitely something to do with the Windows settings or something in Discord. One of the two. I know I got my output volume maxed as loud as I can go.
I somehow don't think it's you. But we'll figure it out.
It's a thing.
I'm sorry if he was a little low, but when I do this, I have no way of knowing.
Yeah,
that's and I have no way of hearing it because I have to hear the stream. Yep. Fuck this shit called Nia Jax.
She'll just poop on it.
Yep. All right.
That's not going to be good.
With that being said, so just a quick review. Harmack 1 is now known as Harmack Ultra.
That's right.
As of when? When are you making the change?
Probably change it on Sunday.
As of Sunday. So when you tune in on Monday, you will hear Harmack fumble his name over and over again. He'll call his name Harmack 1 for the next week or two.
No, that I won't do. At least. Well, now you've jinxed me. Now I probably.
Well, I was going to say we're going to have a drinking game now to see how many times you
freaking
fuck up your name.
What a dick.
All right, guys. Well, oh shit, we can't end right now because TP Poker just got here. We'll give it another 15 minutes. I was literally about to start the music to end things here.
Yeah, I know.
But
And he stopped playing with himself and turned on the stream for a second. What a guy.
I demand IT support payment for helping. You can pay me
it's still
in.
not working. It's
Yeah,
still not working yet.
That's IT support, all right. When it's troubleshooted.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Sir, did you reboot your system, sir? Sir.
Just so you know, your CD tray is not a coffee holder, sir.
Sir. What is the new name for the channel?
Harmack Ultra
is decided on Harmack Ultra, and what is the name for the fans?
The Harmamaniacs, baby.
Harmamaniacs. There you go,
brother.
'Cause I couldn't stop playing with myself. That is weird.
Hey, remember this, TP Poker. It's yours. You can play with it as long and as hard as you want to. Ain't no one stopping you. Welcome to America. You are free to do that behind closed doors. Don't do that in public. That's a no-no.
So this was a Harmack decision. Good old DM won the contest.
There's the winner.
He won both parts of the contest. There was two sides of the contest. There was one winner was going to get a T-shirt with whatever the fans were going to be called for when Harmack gets his T-shirts done here pretty soon. So good old DM won the Harmamaniacs, and then he also won the the channel name rather, which is Harmack Ultra. And once again, real quick to go through the honorable mentions here, we had Raging Harmack. I forgot who said that one. Harmack Ultra, which won? Escape Show Killa, Killa. Oh, Raven, she called us nerds. I love you, Raven. This is Escape Show Killa. Master GGEZ was by Phil. Harmack's Block Party. I forgot who said that one. Orderly Chaos was I can't remember who said that one, but it was a nod. I believe it was a nod to the actual Orderly Chaos show.
I think that was Dell that did that one.
Was it? No, I don't. He doesn't know Orderly Chaos. I don't know who said that one.
Maybe Skate? No, Skate didn't say that. Who did say that?
There was also Zed's Bitch.
Zed's Bitch, yeah, right.
I wonder who submitted that one. Community Harmack, Commander Harmack. You know, after our two favorite bots.
That was the other one. That's the other one I was kind of leaning towards. Is Commander Harmack.
That was after our two favorite bots that always hang out around here.
Yeah.
Harmack's nipple cream. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made with Harmack. And Harmack 1081p.
Yeah. No, I was leaning. It took a while. I was thinking about Harmack Ultra and Commander Harmack, but I liked Harmack Ultra. It was the first one. Commander Harmack was damn close second, though. Jesus Christ. So yeah, no, I picked Harmack Ultra. I think that's a fun name. That'll
and look, man, we tried to hold this off until as long as we could before Harmack picked the winner, and then we had to at some point just Harmack was ready. He was exploding with glee.
I know. I was champing at the bit, man.
He was wanting to give out this name, and he picked Harmack Ultra. So good old DM wins a $10 PlayStation Network gift card. Congratulations to good old DM. That'll come out of the budget. How many bits? How many bits did we get this month?
3.
We need your bits.
God damn it! Oh man, damn.
Harmack, that should be your channel name. Exploding with glee.
Exploding with something, or just exploding with ...
See, Poker, you could have said that one, man. You could have said it.
Oh shit, that was good. Damn.
And Harmamaniac's got the T-shirt, by the way. So good old DM won both.
Yep.
If you had to pick an honorable mention of your own, a second place choice, if you will, which one of those would it have been?
Oh, that would have been Commander Harmack.
Commander Harmack?
Oh yeah. That was like I said, that was a damn close second.
Now, what if Commander Root, well-known community attender, outstanding citizen, him and Bloodluster, good friends. We have to give honorable mention to our bots, by the way. Commander Root, he's in here right now. Bloodluster.
Yep.
Academy Impossible. He's been here for a while now. The only one welcomed here, I think, is Nightbot. And it's not here. Where is Nightbot, damn it?
Yeah, he's on a coffee break.
Damn it, Nightbot fell asleep.
He pulled a Phil.
Nightbot got high out by the copier. Little Hia.
Oh, man.
Little Hia. See, where were these ones, Poker? Little Hia, like Little Sia, but Hia.
Oh, God.
Exploding with Commander Harmack. That could have been the show name. Or the stream name when you went on. So let's play with DJ Harmack. Could have been Exploding with Commander Harmack.
There you go.
That would have been funny.
That would have been.
So there you go. New channel name. I did go to the retro show last week.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that. How'd you do, man?
Apparently I was called out for not using the price charting site, which I do.
Oh.
Anyway, one of my friends said I overpaid. I spent a lot of money that day. I met up with some friends. Ohio Devil hangs out around here, one of them, and his son, and then another mutual friend of ours was with him. And so like I warned him. I'm like, dude, I don't just walk around the thing like you guys do. Like those guys, they walk around, and I think like Ohio Devil bought some of like the crafts that they made. Like he likes to buy the artsy stuff that they have there. You know, there's artsy tables where like this year they had like somebody took a bunch of vinyl records and was painting like retro stuff on them. It was really cool. And he bought a couple of them. Yeah, he was looking for amiibos and stuff too. But so I warned him. I'm like, dude, I'm like when I start walking around this place, I stop at every table and I'll take my little price charting app that I don't use and I start looking up stuff, you know. So the first table I ran into, I was there for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and I bought like $30 worth of stuff right off the bat, right out the gate. So I went and bought a t-shirt because they're about to sell out a t-shirt, so I went and bought one of those next. That was $20. And then I went and I bought some manuals to old NES games because I'm trying to complete collections now.
Nice.
So I'm trying to find boxes and manuals to a few of them. Like I bought Mario 3, Mario 2, good shape manuals, Zelda, a couple other ones. So I dropped another 20 or 25 on that table. And then we walked around to the other side. Eventually, about 2 hours later, I got to the other side. And there was a guy who had boxed games in mint condition. Like it was, I guess it was his own personal collection that he's obtained over the years. I swear they look like they were unopened.
Really? Wow, nice.
They were slightly open. So I'm looking, and one guy next to me immediately sees Mario 3 packaged. He buys it. It was like $70. I'm like, okay, so I know I'm dealing with an expensive table here. I see a boxed Final Fantasy.
Original
Final Fantasy on the NES. Now, I had this game when I was a kid, of course, and I still do. But again, I was 11 or 12. I tossed the box. I don't have the manual anymore, and I didn't have the map. The giant map that came. Remember when maps used to come with games?
Poster, yeah, I remember that.
Didn't have any of that, so I was really like, I saw this. It was open. The box was pristine. I didn't even look inside. I took this dude's I should have looked inside, but I was too like.
Was he telling you that like everything's in it?
He
like
told me everything was in
manual
it. The game works, obviously. I haven't even tested the game because the game's sitting in the box.
The
But
battery might be shot.
I don't know. I don't know if it's even been used. When I was looking at it, I quickly opened the top flap and I looked in there, and the manual just looks like no one's ever touched it.
Wow.
The map looked like no one's ever even touched it at all. So
Damn.
I put it back. I put it down. I'm like, I don't need this. And my wife goes, she's like, when is the next time you're going to run into one of these?
No shit.
This
That's what I would have
nice.
said.
I look at the price.
Yeah.
It's $160. I'm like,
That might be worth it. That game's just been going up and up and up, man.
it has. It has gone up in value. The last time I was there, it's gone up $40.
Yeah, and it's only going to keep going up with more Final Fantasy shit coming out.
She goes, you are never going to find it in this condition again.
Just don't ever take it out of the box. Just keep the box.
And I looked at her and I'm like, I just want you to know I'm spending $160, but allegedly spending $160 on an NES game that's 37 years old.
You got to look at your wife and go, and you are.
That's what I said. I said, I'm spending $160 of money. She goes, well, you just started that promotion. She's like, you deserve it. Damn. I go, excuse me? I'm like, is somebody smoking some funny stuff over here? Like, am I missing out on something?
Did you take your Prozac before we left?
So I go, at least I told her, I said, at least let me get it lower. So I go, bottom line, dude, what's the minimal you'll take for this game? And I was waiting for him to say like 150, and he said 140. Yeah. He said 145. I said 140 tops, or I'm walking.
Yeah.
And he did it 140. He did it at 140.
Nice.
So 140. I got a copy of Final Fantasy the original, and I got in the car, by the way, and I talked to her. I said, we never even checked the game. Which, by the way, I got burned. I wish I had it. I wish I had it with me. I got burned by an asshole dealer at this show.
Really?
I'm so pissed.
What happened?
So I was at one of the other tables that had manuals, not the first table that had the manuals, another table. And and I picked out like all this shit. I had all these manuals, and I had like a Wii game or something too. And I go, I'm expecting the guy to tell me like $40-$45. He's like 80. I'm like, nope. So I put a bunch of shit. I put a bunch of shit down, and I just had a box Top Gun on NES. It was complete. I was like, okay, I'll take it. So anyway, so like the guy had an attitude the whole fucking time, and I was mad about it. And I wanted he had a black box. Do you know what the black box games look like?
Yeah.
They're the first
old ones with the picture on the front.
Yes, they're the first line of NES games that came out.
Yes,
I've been trying to complete
and shit like that. Yeah,
I'm trying to complete that collection. I'm down like 2 of them that I don't have. So I wanted Mario standalone Super Mario Brothers, and I picked it up, and I go, how much for this one? He's like, I don't know, like $15. I'm like, I'm price charting. I'm like, okay, it goes for 20. I'll buy it. Normally, I look at the bottom to see the condition of the cart. I look at the label, and I look at if there's any stickers or residue, anything on there. Yeah. Normally, I won't buy it, but I just wanted the hell out of here, so I said, fine. Gave him $15. I walked out of there. I get in the car, and after I looked at Final Fantasy, I looked at the bottom of the Mario, and it's like covered. The PCB inside is green. I'm like, this is not right. This is not right. I get home, put a Q-tip in there with rubbing alcohol. It just green gook coming off this PCB inside the cartridge. I'm like,
that's not good.
I went through 20 Q-tips and it's still coming off green. So I'm like, I'm gonna soak this bitch in rubbing alcohol, and because who knows what the inside of the cart looks like, right? I go to unscrew the cart, the screws are warped. I can't even get in the cart. I go
taken apart.
I literally just took $15 and threw it out the window. Cum stains.
Well, that's green. Ooh, be a doctor. No, That's messed up.
So
man.
yeah, I can't even use it. I won't put this cart in my NES because
don't do that.
The 72 pins will be shot if I do that.
Yeah.
Shale said I walked into an RTX 2070 for a really good price. I jumped on that shit instantly. What's a really good price for a 2070?
Technically, before this whole thing, I saw it going for like $495.
For a 2070?
Yeah, 2070 Super, $495.
I'm curious what Shale spent on that. Good old damn says better check your credit card because she may have bought something expensive. Dude.
That is a good point.
Dude, I'm waiting.
Damn,
first of all, she doesn't have any of my credit cards. So that's a good thing. She has a credit card of her own though, and you know what they say. So no, I don't think she's bought anything yet, but it's her birthday next month, so I'm waiting for the boom of I want that new Apple Watch, or I want that,
Yeah, no shit, right?
MSRP is $499. Currently 2070 is $800 to $900. Used are about $600. So what did you pay?
Yeah, what did you pay?
What's the really good price?
Yeah.
So I can be like the dick who told me I overpaid for my copy of Final. And I replied to this dude. I go, listen. I didn't have to pay for shipping. I got to hold the product and look at the product and not go out on a whim on what I was buying. So the extra $17 I paid is a convenience charge. Whatever, bro.
That's true.
Gonna get me over $17.
Yeah.
$225. That's a good deal.
Wow, how did you find that?
Dude, I would have been. I need a graphics card.
That's the only thing.
I need a graphics card.
That's the only thing holding me back from building a new PC is the graphics cards are ridiculous.
Man, that is a good price.
For a 2070? Yeah, that is.
What?
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Dude, nice. Yeah, that's the only thing holding me back, because the lowest because I want to get a 2070 or 2070 Super. The best I can find is like $900 to $1,000, and it's like, no, I'm not paying that much. No. If it were like the 3070 or the 3080, yeah, I could see paying $1,200-$1,300. Not for a 2070. No.
I built this PC at the start of the year, and I have a graphics card in there. It's old, and it's like it does 1080 on most games. Yeah. But like I've been wanting a high-end graphics card, but I'm not going to pay over what I paid for a PlayStation 5.
Exactly.
To do that quality graphics on my machine. I'm not going to do that.
No.
I wanted a local store was getting a shipment of 3090s. They said if they could get one, I could have the 2070. 225. Nice. Did you hump the guy too?
Yeah, no shit. How did his penis taste? Seriously. Wow. Damn.
That's the only thing stopping me. You know what I did?
That's the only thing stopping me, dude. I'm not building a new PC until I can get a video card.
Let me ask you about this real quick, because there was something else that happened last week in gaming that we could talk about. Okay. Did you see the Steam Deck?
I've heard about that. I don't know what it is though.
All right, hang on. We're gonna talk about this here real quick. Bear with me here. This is kind of out of the blue. So the Valve has announced this Steam Deck. Let me go to the. All right, here's PC Gamer. Here's the Steam Deck right here. There's going to be 3 flavors of it. One is like kind of low end, I guess you could say. One's middle tier, and one is high end. Allegedly, they can all do 4K or some sort of 4K, maybe at 30 frames. But it looks like a Nintendo Switch, but it
does.
But it runs Steam OS, but you can also put Windows on there.
Nice.
So this is going to ship in late this year, or now it's been 2022. So I actually I pre-ordered one of these. Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I pre-ordered one. I pre-ordered the middle tier because I don't, if it gets 4K, great. The middle tier has an SSD what is it? I think it's like 256 SSD drive in it, I think, or something, SSD storage. I'm like, that's fine. You know, that's whatever. You know, that's great. So I pre-ordered one, and it's gonna allegedly you put down $5, and then when it's ready to ship to you, they send you the bill, and you just go in and you pay the rest. I get, or maybe they charge the card. I have to look and see how they do that. But I've got basically until next year, like say May or so, to save the money for it, and I'm legit going to get one. Like they're gonna, I'm gonna have an. I'm not gonna have to stand in line or look for pre-orders on Twitter. I love the way Valve did this. It was really good. It was done to combat scalping. Like what they did is you had to buy a Steam game in the past 3 months, I think, or you had to at least logged into Steam or something. Maybe it was a couple years you had to buy a game, but if you had a brand new spanking new account, you weren't eligible to pre-order a Steam Deck.
Wow!
And you got one per person, and they were eliminating any dupe orders that came in.
Nice.
Are you sure you can't put money on it too if you reserve? I don't know. I only put the $5 down that they wanted. But I will have one. I do own some Steam games. I've never really invested too much.
Yeah, same.
But I wouldn't mind having one, especially on the go. And then I could turn around and use it as a gaming PC and keep this one just for streaming and some stuff, you know. But I don't know. But that's the Steam Deck. I didn't know if you had thoughts on that or.
No, I don't have any thoughts on that. I'm not really a big fan of handhelds. The screens are too small.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So, yeah, no, not my cup of tea, unfortunately.
It's got a dock though. You can get a dock with it, and it hooks up to your TV.
No, I know that. I mean, but then I've already got their other one that I can use that hooked up to the TV. That remember we paid like $10 for it. So, yeah.
Oh, are you talking about that little Steam thing?
Yeah.
Were you with me when I bought that? Or did we buy that? We bought that at the same time?
Yeah.
That was when they had them on closeout. It was that Steam. Shit, what was that thing? I gotta hook. I gotta hook mine back up.
I think it was Steamcast or some shit.
I have to hook mine back up because I missed. Now I have a PC that can stream it properly.
Yeah.
TP Poker says I have a nice handheld for you. Oh God.
Sorry, that's too small.
Keep it in your pants, Poker. All right, it's time. It is time.
It's time.
It's time.
Beta time.
All right, guys. It's been fun.
Hell yeah.
Thank you to everybody who...
We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Oh, you're coming up next weekend.
Yeah, I'll be up there next week.
That's right. All right. So, a couple things on Monday. SSWF will resume. We've got only a few weeks of the season left. So, Slashmania 2 is coming, and then we're going to have a break in SSWF while we prepare the next game.
Hey, you know what you should have, though?
2K20.
You're going to do 2K. You're going to have SSWF under 2K20?
Non-patched.
Oh, man. You know what you should have, though? You got the one pay-per-view of, Slashmania. You should also have one for Harmaslam.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll call it Harmaslam. Fuck it. It's going to be called Harmaslam.
The last one should always be Slashmania, man. That's the top of the hill, man. But you got to have Harmaslam to build it up to get there.
You know what? I promise you. I have plans for your gimmick, by the way. I promise you.
For some reason, that just popped in my head. I just thought it was kind of funny, actually.
You got it, man. Harmaslam. Yes, 2 weeks because he's coming up. He'll be at my place next weekend, so.
Yeah.
Fortunately, by the time he gets here, we couldn't even do a stream in the same room.
No.
Because it'll be too late. It'll be like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll be drunk.
Yep.
Royal Harmble.
Royal Harmble. Oh man. King of the Harmack.
So Monday, tune in for SSWF. I'll be playing. I'm not sure what on Tuesday. Did you guys like Contra last week? I don't know. Let me know if I should
get. Is that a newer Contra?
It's the latest Contra that they released, and it was panned. And it's not a Contra game. It's just a game.
It looks like just like an isometric. Almost reminds me of Diablo.
It's an isometric shooter with a panda in the game, and they slapped Contra on it. To be fair, it's not the worst game I've ever played, but it's not Contra.
It's not Contra.
Yeah,
no, it's not Contra at all.
So I think I might give it another night and see how it goes, and if it's that bad, I'll change the game. But so that'll be next week. Harmack, what do you got on the table?
Next week we're going to be continuing Horizon Zero Dawn. I think we're about maybe halfway through the story. Maybe. I don't know where I am. But we had a lot of fun last night, so we're going to keep it going. I had to dumb it down to easy because I suck at shooting. I tried it on normal guys. I tried my best. And just, no, I couldn't do it. If it were not a shooter, I'd probably be able to do it medium, but no, just, I can't. It doesn't give me enough time. I can't focus in on it fast enough.
Good old Dino says, Harmack in your house is a pay-per-view. I love
your house.
I love it.
Harmack in your house.
I love it. Good old DM, you should be in marketing or something, man. You come up with all the good ones.
Dude, Harmageddon.
Harmageddon!
Harmageddon.
We gotta have a TP Poker Center pay-per-view too. What do we call one for poker? Give me one for poker, and then we'll end things here.
Let's think here. Let's see. We got. What do we got? Shit, I'm trying to think of like some.
Shit, I can't think of one right now. I'm going through all these pay-per-view names.
I know, I am too.
Shit.
Damn, I'm drawing a blank.
Poker and good old DM will come up with one.
Oh yeah. No shit. You know that'll happen.
TP in the bank.
TP in the bank. Royal Poker.
Royal Poker. Sounds like a device you would use.
Oh my god.
I think he's gone. I think TP Poker left.
Well, we'll have to come up with something. That'd be fun though.
That'll be our next thing. You know what? 2 weeks. Poker in the bank. Yeah, there you go. 2 weeks. We'll do 2 weeks. We'll do this. We'll come up with pay-per-view names for everyone.
Poker in the bank. It's so sexual. The X-rated version.
I'll see you at Poker in the Bank. Good God.
Followed by the new series Bender Over.
Let's see. Who do we raid tonight? Raven is here, so she's not streaming. Can't raid her. Mert. We're gonna give Mert to raid. Yeah, Scales ain't streaming either, awesome. So we'll raid our good buddy Mert. All right, guys. Yeah. Look, hang on. It helps if I type it right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here on Monday for the streams. Hope you guys have a pleasant weekend. Cheers.
Yep.
Don't get too drunk. All that good stuff. Actually, get too drunk. Who cares?
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
But thanks for watching. Take care, guys.
Have a good one, guys.